During both his first and second administrations, and of course during his campaign in between those two, Donald Trump loved to brag on one company. And no, I'm not talking about a company he owns. Those are not doing significant other than his crypto business. It was John Deere, right? John Deere, those big yellow-green tractors that you see when you're driving down the highway or, at your local home goods store out front, those mowers. Everybody recognizes John Deere. It's the epitome of an American company. Started in the 1800s. And that's why Trump has latched onto it and bragged about them. They're expanding, they're growing, they're making more money than ever. Everybody loves John Deere. Well, everybody might, but the company sent its own stock tumbling this past week after they announced that their sales are effectively in the toilet due 100% to Donald Trump's tariffs. You see, it turns out that putting tariffs on steel and aluminum actually make the cost of these tractors go way up. Because, get this, Donald, I know you've never been on a piece of farm equipment or even yard equipment in your life, but they're made of steel and aluminum. Yeah, lots of it in there, believe it or not. So when you put those tariffs on those two items, the cost of new John Deere tractors went through the roof. And sales plummeted, to the point where John Deere had to report losses of $300 million last week, which is what sent their stock tumbling. And then they said, we're probably going to lose another $300 million by the end of the year. A yearly loss of $600 million. And it's all because of Trump's policies. And again, I cannot stress this enough. This is the company that Trump loves to brag about. 2 years ago, when we had a different president in office, I'm sure you remember that guy, John Deere had record profits. Everything was great. Everything was going perfectly with John Deere until Donald Trump came in, made them the poster child for business success in America, and everything went to hell. But as I said, not just because of the tariffs, right? I said policies. I know I started saying 100% because of the tariffs, but it's 100% because of his policies. Because it's not just the tariffs on steel and aluminum, it's also the tariffs that farmers are facing. And this goes back to Trump's first administration, when he put the tariffs on foreign produce coming in, so other countries put tariffs on American produce going over there. Yeah, those never went away, and everybody forgets about that. But farmers are now selling less goods overseas, which means they are making less money. On top of that, their workers have all been deported or are in hiding for fear of being deported. So they're losing money there. And when they don't have as much money, they can't afford the tractors. And when they have less money and the price of tractors goes up, holy hell, no wonder John Deere is going to lose $600 million this year. I'm surprised it's not more. So John Deere says the problem, of course, you got high interest rates. People can't, take out the loans to buy some of this because some of the farming equipment costs hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? We're not talking about the riding lawnmower your neighbor has. We're talking about the big combines, the harvesters, things like that. Those are hundreds of thousands of dollars. They cost as much as a house. So those are sitting there, rusting in the lot because nobody can afford to buy them. And these are all results of Trump's policies. Down the line, all of the policies add up and they all come together. Immigration, tariffs, all of it is killing the farming industry here in the United States. Trump is doing nothing about it. He's pretending the problem doesn't exist. He continues to go out there and tells us we're in the golden age of America. Everything's great. We're booming, he says. Better than ever. Most successful first 8 months in history. Americans are suffering. Businesses are suffering. Small businesses, big businesses, it doesn't matter. Everybody is suffering except for Donald Trump. He's made $6 billion. He's doing great. While everyone else in this country, except maybe the tech bros, are suffering. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.